Hi there, it's Mel Burgess, joined today by my partner in crime, Luna. Luna and I today are going to take you through the circulatory system. So you can see on the floor, I've got an outline of the heart, and Luna is actually standing in the right atrium, which I've designated RA, and underlined in blue. Why? Well, Luna is carrying carbon dioxide. Okay, so I treat the right atrium as my place to start. Because it's good to have a place in your mind that's sort of home base. So right atrium is my home base. From the right atrium, we're going to flow through the tricuspid valve down into, that's it, the right ventricle. The right ventricle is going to squeeze and push blood through the pulmonary valve. And Luna is now on her way up the pulmonary trunk. And at this point there's a juncture, right? The pulmonary trunk goes right and it goes left. She's gone down the right pulmonary artery. And remember, arteries carry blood away from the heart. That's the rule, arteries away. Even though she's carrying carbon dioxide with her, she's moving away from the heart until we arrive here in the lungs. I'm trying to zoom back to show we're deep within the lungs. If we look deep inside the lungs, and we go deep into the tissues, we'll find the respiratory system intersects with us. We're now at the alveolus. Luna is carrying a lot. She is a red blood cell. She's carrying a lot of carbon dioxide, and carbon dioxide will diffuse right through the walls of the alveolus and enter into the alveolar space. Then, at the same time, because we inhale, oxygen is being delivered into the alveolar space, and it will diffuse from that space into our red blood cells. So Luna's going to pick up some oxygen and return via, via the pulmonary vein back to the heart. Now, she kind of has to jump around and jump to the other side of the heart. Just a little side note here. That circuit that Luna just followed, she was deoxygenated. She went from right atrium, right ventricle, up the pulmonary trunk and artery and to the lungs to exchange gases. This is known as the pulmonary circuit, which brings then blood back to the heart and has gone behind the heart, right? Remember that pulmonary vein is carrying blood behind the heart, on this side anyways. And we end up in LA, not Los Angeles, that's the left atrium. So the left atrium, but our blood is now red, remember? Luna is a red blood cell, she has oxygen. She slipped down through the bicuspid valve into the left ventricle and is about to leave the heart through the aortic valve. The largest artery of your body is the aorta. And as Luna circles the aortic arch, she's going to travel down smaller and smaller arteries that are branching and branching and branching until she gets deep within the tissues of the body and is at a body cell, maybe for example a muscle cell. And your cells are full of all kinds of stuff: nucleus, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi, mitochondria. They're busy doing what cells do, and this cell has used up almost all of its oxygen, and it has tons of carbon dioxide here, tons of waste. That's poisonous to a cell. It's built up to high levels, but look who's arrived. Yay, red blood cell. Because Luna is carrying lots of oxygen, it's going to diffuse from the blood where the concentration is highest into the body cells. Yeah, go ahead. And at the same time, carbon dioxide will get picked up from the body cells by our red blood cells. The exchanges happen. This is internal respiration. The exchange of gases deep within our body tissues. All right, we're going to flow back. We're going to follow increasingly larger venules which connect together to make veins. So venules flowing into veins. These veins, if we were in the lower part of the body, we'd be traveling by inferior vena cava, and we end up right back where we started. Luna has returned with carbon dioxide back to the heart. Yay! That last loop where we went from left atrium and left ventricle through the aorta, followed arteries that branch into smaller arterioles to the body cells, and then return with carbon dioxide via veins. That is the systemic circuit. And we've made it back to home base. Thank you, Luna.